They spent $2 million building a prison just for you. You escaped in 17 months. You're standing inside a concrete cell in Altiplano Federal Prison, 50 miles west of Mexico City. It's 2014. The walls are gray. The floor is cold. There's a cot, a sink, and a toilet. Outside, unarmed guards patrol the perimeter with automatic rifles. Watchtowers, razor wire, motion sensors buried in the ground. The Mexican government spent $2 million fortifying this facility specifically for you. They swore to the world you'd never escape again. You're Joaquín Archivaldo Guzmán Loera. They call you El Chapo, Shorty. You stand 5'6". You never finished 3rd grade. And you run the most powerful drug cartel on Earth, the Sinaloa Cartel. Your operation moves cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and marijuana across every border that matters. Your net worth has been estimated at $3 billion. Forbes once named you one of the most powerful people in the world, ahead of the presidents of France and Venezuela. And right now, you're running all of it. Every shipment, every tunnel, every bribe, from a prison cell. But let's go back. Let's go back to where this started. You're born on April 4th, 1957, in La Tuna, a remote village in the Sierra Madre mountains of Sinaloa, Mexico. There's no electricity, no running water, no school worth attending. Your father grows opium poppies. It's the only crop that makes money in these mountains. Every family does it. There is no other economy. You start working the fields at age 6, sorting resin from the bulbs with your small fingers. By the time you're 15, your father beats you regularly, and there's nothing left to learn in La Tuna. You leave. You go to work for Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, El Padrino, the godfather of Mexican drug trafficking. He controls the Guadalajara Cartel, the first truly organized narcotics operation in Mexico. You learn logistics. You learn corruption. You learn that the drug business is not about guns. It's about infrastructure. In 1989, the Guadalajara Cartel splits. Felix Gallardo is arrested, and the territory is divided among his lieutenants. You get the Pacific Coast Corridor, the most valuable smuggling route into the United States. You're 32 years old. You are now the head of the Sinaloa Cartel. You don't just move drugs. You reinvent how drugs are moved. Your first innovation is tunnels, not crude holes in the ground. Engineered passages with lighting, ventilation, rail systems, and hydraulic lifts. Your tunnels run under the US-Mexico border, some stretching over half a mile, emerging inside warehouses in Arizona and California. The DEA will eventually discover more than 100 of them. For every one they find, you build 3 more. Your second innovation is submarines, semi-submersible vessels, built in Colombian jungle shipyards, capable of carrying 8 tons of cocaine across the Pacific. They ride just below the surface, nearly invisible to radar. You operate a fleet of them. Your third innovation is corruption. Industrialized, systematic, total. You don't bribe individual cops. You buy entire police departments. You don't negotiate with politicians. You put them in office. At the height of your power, it's estimated that you spend $1 billion per year on bribes alone to police commanders, military generals, judges, governors, and federal officials. You own the system. The numbers are staggering. The Sinaloa Cartel controls between 40 and 60% of all drugs entering the United States. Cocaine from Colombia, heroin from Sinaloa's own poppy fields. methamphetamine cooked in industrial-scale labs, your labs producing hundreds of tons per year, marijuana by the truckload. At your peak, the cartel generates an estimated $3 billion annually. You become the most wanted man in the Americas. On June 9th, 1993, it catches up with you for the first time. You're arrested in Guatemala after a botched operation near the Guadalajara airport that resulted in the murder of a Catholic cardinal. Mexico wants someone to blame. You're sent to Puente Grande, a maximum security federal prison. But prison doesn't stop you. It becomes your headquarters. Inside Puente Grande, you live like a king. You bribe the warden, the guards, the kitchen staff, everyone. You have gourmet food delivered daily. You have women brought to your cell. You have a personal physician. You conduct cartel business via smuggled cell phones, receiving reports from lieutenants and issuing orders for shipments. The prison guards don't watch you. They work for you. For 8 years, you run the Sinaloa Cartel from behind bars. Shipments continue. Tunnels are built. Rivals are eliminated. You manage a $3 billion criminal empire with the same efficiency as any Fortune 500 CEO, except your office has bars on the windows, and your board meetings happen through contraband phones. Then, on January 19th, 2001, you escape. The official story says you hid inside a laundry cart pushed out by a corrupt guard. The truth is almost certainly simpler. You walked out through a door that someone left open for you because you'd been paying them for years. You vanish into the Sierra Madre. For the next 13 years, you are a ghost. During those 13 years of freedom, you build the cartel into the most powerful drug trafficking organization in history. You marry an 18-year-old beauty queen named Emma Coronel. You father twin daughters. You live in safe houses scattered across Sinaloa, Durango, and Sonora, always moving, always surrounded by a private army of sicarios. But you also make enemies, the Zetas, a rival cartel founded by former Mexican Special Forces soldiers, challenge your 350,000 people in the next 2 decades. Towns are massacred, journalists are beheaded, mass graves are discovered in the desert, and you, the world's most powerful trafficker, are at the center of all of it. On February 22nd, 2014, Mexican Marines raid a condo in Mazatlan where you've been hiding. You try to escape through a tunnel connected to the city's sewer system. There's always a tunnel, but they catch you. El Chapo is back in prison, this time at Altiplano, the most secure prison in Mexico. The Mexican government puts you in solitary confinement, 23 hours a day in your cell, 1 hour in a small outdoor exercise yard. Surveillance cameras monitor every angle. The world breathes a sigh of relief. It lasts 17 months. On July 11th, 2015, the surveillance camera in your cell shows you walking toward the shower area in the corner. You bend down, and then you disappear. Your people had built a tunnel. Not a crude escape route, a masterpiece of engineering. It runs for over a mile, 30 feet underground. It has lighting, ventilation, reinforced walls, and a motorcycle mounted on rails to carry you through. The entrance is a 20 by 20 inch hole in the shower floor of your cell, hidden beneath a panel. The construction took months. The noise was masked by a nearby construction site that you arranged. The guards heard nothing, or they were paid not. You emerge in a half-built house in a field outside the prison. A car is waiting. You vanish. The world is stunned. The Mexican president is humiliated. The escape becomes the most famous prison break of the 21st century. Memes flood the internet. Hollywood starts calling. You are, for a brief moment, the most famous man alive. 6 months later, on January 8th, 2016, Mexican Marines raid a safe house in Los Mochis, Sinaloa. There's a gunfight. 5 of your men die. You escape through, of course, a tunnel. But this time the tunnel leads to a storm drain. And from the storm drain, you emerge onto a highway where you steal a car. It doesn't matter. They catch you within hours. This time, Mexico doesn't take any chances. On January 19th, 2017, the day before Donald Trump's inauguration, the Mexican government extradites you to the United States. You land in New York in a DEA jet, shackled hand and foot. Your trial begins in November 2018 in a Brooklyn federal courthouse, under security so intense that the Brooklyn Bridge is closed during your transport. The jury is anonymous. The witnesses are former cartel members who've turned billions in drug money. One witness describes how you personally tortured and killed rivals. Another describes bribing the former president of Mexico with $100 million. On February 12, 2019, the jury finds you guilty on all 10 counts: drug trafficking, money laundering, weapons charges, conspiracy to murder. The judge sentences you to life in prison plus 30 years, with $12.6 billion in forfeiture. You're sent to ADX Florence, the federal supermax prison in Colorado. They call it the Alcatraz of the Rockies. Your cell is 7 by 12 feet. You are alone 23 hours a day. The 1 hour of outdoor time is spent in a concrete pit where you can see a small square of sky. There are no contraband phones. There are no bribes that reach this deep into the American federal system. There are no tunnels. The prison sits on solid rock. For the first time in your life, you have no power, no empire, no escape. The Sinaloa Cartel continues without you. It always does. Your sons, known as Los Chapitos, fight for control. The fentanyl trade, which you helped pioneer, explodes into the worst drug crisis in American history. Tens of thousands of Americans die every year from synthetic opioids that flow through the smuggling routes you built. Your infrastructure outlives you, even if your freedom doesn't. You're El Chapo. You grew up in a village with no electricity and built a $3 billion empire. You escaped from 2 maximum security prisons. You bribed presidents and outran armies. You were the most wanted man on Earth for over a decade. And now you sit in a concrete box in Colorado, staring at a square of sky with no one to call and nowhere to go. That's the truth about criminal empires. You can build tunnels under every border in the world. You can buy every cop, every judge, every politician. You can escape from every prison they put you in. But eventually, they build a prison you can't escape from. And the empire you spent your life building keeps running without you, because it was never really about you. It was about the product, the demand, and the money. And those things never stop. If you survive this story, subscribe, because next time, you won't be this lucky.